And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
Yo, Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. We back in this thing, like cracking this thing. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, good knowledge, though. You can't get nobody's college, though, big dog. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe for all this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use, good knowledge, though. You can't get in nobody's college, though. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, man, for all this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. And make sure you stay tapped in with the tap in when you're tapping all the way in. Because tap-ins are important, big dog, so make sure that you tapped into what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. If you're watching this on a new video, on a new page, new videos on a new page, man, make sure y'all tap in with the tap-in. The new page, Pagington, is paging, so make sure y'all get into that. If you ain't got into that, man, the new page, Pagington, is definitely paging, so make sure y'all tap in with the tap-in. When you tap it in, man, hit the description button. Find us on the newest page, man, because we got that good content going out, man. If you ain't seen my latest document, Surviving Rich Trapper, no, it's Surviving Loose Cannon, excuse me, hosted by Benjamin Trappington, Surviving Loose Cannon. It is the story of the running turtle. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that. Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Description button. Find that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, we finna jump into this content, man. Wack 100, Officer Rat claims that Bricc Baby was almost backdoored by Big U the same way he did Nipsey Hussle. Let's get into this. Let's go real quick. Shout out to the homie Paperboy News giving us that daily report. Shout out to Paperboy News.
Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now, Wack 100 was on Clubhouse trying to smut out Big U's name. So let's get straight into it. Now, Wack 100 said Big U's been running around on social media talking about he's the voice for the Rolling 60s. That's when a person that works at Clubhouse asked Wack 100, what do you think the ninja with the LA Dodger face, which he's referring to Kid Rock, would say to Big U in response to him saying that? And Wack 100 responded back by saying, F you mean?
The fact that Wack Run Hunter, Officer Rat Run Hunter, feels like he could speak for such a legend like Kid Rock and all that kind of stuff, or even add his input. Number one, being a Damu Paru is very politically incorrect. You shouldn't even be speaking on that in the public space. Number two, who was Wack in LA to even speak on what Kid Rock would or wouldn't even want? You couldn't even hold, bro, what? Wack shouldn't even be allowed to breathe air in the same room as a legend like Kid Rock. What the hell are we talking about here?
Unlike Big U, Kid Rock's a real big homie, and he don't play little kid games on social media. And Wack said despite Kid Rock's short stature...
So would you not be a real big homie because you're constantly playing little kid games on social media, and you're on social media way more than Big U, so by your own rules, are you a little guy? He's a little guy.
Sure. Don't
the littlest guy.
Get it twisted. He's one of them guys from that section. Then another person tells Wack 100 after everything that's been unfolding.
You see what I mean when I said in my last video, Wack always tries to stand next to real ones to make himself a real one by proximity. Bro, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. Just because you breathe in the same air as a real one don't make you a real one, bro. It don't. I was just saying that in the same video when we was talking about Young Rich Mulan Stunner Girl. Saying the same thing. Wack loved to try to position himself next to real G's in order to make it seem like he's one of those. You're not, bro. You're not.
Big U, he's shocked that the Rolling 60s is still effing with him. And Wack said ever since his fallout with Big U, he's been going on his platform as well as on social media. He's been trying to expose Big U by saying that he's
been trying to expose, i.e. snitch on.
80 person, but nobody listened to him. And now that everything's unfolding, they're starting to realize it. And Wack said as a matter of fact, Big U's getting politic on right now by the Rolling 60s. And Wack said
and again, you're this super banged out Paru, been to the pen, know all these street rules, but yet you're the person on the internet saying all this? Bad politicking.
The reason why he knows that
more snitching.
It's because he got inside information.
So not only does he tell you what he know, he tells you. Not only do he tell you what he know, Wack can tell you how he know.
Shocked that the Rolling 60s is still effing with him. And Wack said ever since his fallout with Big U, he's been going on his platform as well as on social media. He's been trying to expose Big U by saying that he's a shady person, but nobody listened to him. And now that everything's unfolding, they're starting to realize it. And Wack said as a matter of fact, Big U's getting politicked on right now by the Rolling 60s. And Wack said the reason why he knows that is because he got inside information personally from Rolling 60 reps. And they told them that Big U is getting politicked on right now from the streets to the prison yards. And Wack said when he had his fallout...
Snitchiana. Lies about politics. All this... Wack being is super reputable that plays politics correctly, incorrect, because here we are watching him now allegedly out his own mouth step into politics that have nothing to do with him. Then he's talking about the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Snitchiana, bro. He just can't help himself. He's a rat. He can't help himself.
With Big U.
He can't help himself. He gonna run from my fave forever. He never gonna put out the conversation where I press him. He gonna allow me to keep calling him a bingo and bingo what his name. If you ain't seen the video, go check the video out. I literally made Wack sit in silence and he had to ask for permission to talk. It happened, and now here you are. Now he just can't continue to stop snitching. Rat Run Hunter is a snitch. That's that. And if you defend Wack on the premise of maybe one day he'll help me, you're an idiot, because if he wanted you to be a millionaire, you'd be one already. Just saying. It's Sunday, August the 25th. What has Rat Run Hunter done for you lately?
He wasn't really going in as far as exposing him, but he said Big U's downfall and the biggest mistake that he ever made was when he started beefing with 600. And he said when 600 first tried to smut out his name on social media, Big U should have handled that ASAP. But the fact that he didn't and just sat back and watched everything, 600 still going in on Big U up to today, which is almost like 4 years.
600? The nigga that I turned into a gamer that wouldn't come outside, that nigga? Got it.
Now, that's when another person told Wack 100 that Big U's always been shady, but the Rolling 60s just been sweeping everything under the rug up until 600 came into the picture and started exposing it. Now, Wack said after knowing Big U and building a relationship with him for over 10 plus years, he already knows how he is. And he said one thing about Big U is when he gets mad and emotional, if he doesn't have a solid big homie or homie beside him to control him, he starts speaking reckless on social media and doing stupid things. And Wack said, for example, if me and Big U was still cool, he would have told
Is that exactly what you're doing, Wack? Projecting, huh?
Big U to never post that picture of DJ Khaled, because by Big U doing that, now it's gonna.
And then you want to sit here and listen to Wack try to make it seem like he's the smartest person in the room, when in fact he's the sneakiest snake and snitch in the room. Crazy. So here we are now, being given life advice from somebody who, number one, can't go back to their own neighborhood around their own constituents, and who is an on paperwork, on YouTube, guaranteed snitch. What the hell does the world come to?
It looked like they talking about you. That's when Wack 100's homie interrupted him and said, when Big U did that, that's when I knew he was slow. And Wack 100 said, you gotta think about it. Bricc Baby went at it with 600 and a bunch of other people because he was defending Big U. And somebody said all of a sudden Bricc Baby backed up off of him because he said Big U's all bad. And Wack said Bricc Baby been backing up off of Big U because Big U tried to blackmail Bricc just like he did with Nip. And when somebody asked Wack what you mean, Wack responded back by saying he got a video of Bricc too. And Wack said he doesn't know what's in that video, but he can only assume that Big U made Bricc Baby do something illegal and recorded it just so he can hold it against him as blackmail. Just in case if Bricc Baby ever...
So that right there, if not a full confession, I don't know what is. Like, y'all say content. I say snitchy. That right there, big dog, the ugliest of work. The flu flammy of the flu flammiest.
He decides to turn his back on him. And Wack claims that Bricc Baby told them that he almost got his money situated to the point where he can move to a good neighborhood where it's a gated community. And when he gets there, he's gonna expose everything. Now, Wack claims the reason why Big U had a fallout with him and 600 as well as Bricc Baby is because he tried to big homie them. And instead of being a friend and kicking back, doing business with them and making money, he was trying to extort them for his own financial gain. And he said the reason why...
Well, I thought that 6. Okay, never mind.
600 don't like him is because he tried to upload that video where it made it seem as though he was punking 600. And Bricc baby sick and tired of Big U because every time he hangs around Big U, he's always getting raided by the feds. But now that you guys heard everything, y'all like shit.
Yeah, it's not a video making it. Okay, so that doesn't make sense because 600 said out his own mouth that he doesn't like Big U because Big U called him a snitch and then put his life at risk. Wack never mentioned that, so that sounds like Wack is making up things. The video where we all saw Big U punk and embarrass 600, that's not making it seem like nothing, nigga. That's what it was. We all saw that. So it's not a making it seem. That's what happened. That's what went on. He didn't make it seem like you got punked, nigga. You got punked. That is what it is. Like Snitch Hunted, you got pressed. And that's that. And Snitch Hunted said that he was against Big U because Big U called him a rat and made it dangerous for him to maneuver around his neighborhood. Wack didn't mention that. So it's a lot of going on right now. But what we do know is, above everything, Wack cannot help himself when it comes to being a ratatouille. He can't help himself. He can't help himself. He can't help himself. He gonna snitch. He gonna tell. He gonna bend the truth. He gonna manipulate. He gonna lie. He gonna do whatever he gotta do to make sure that he can get whatever he gotta get and try to get us off the fact that, number one, he's a buster who runs from fades and turns down fades, and he's an actual cop. Easy call.
Subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all...
Excuse me, I'm allergic to bullshit. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Homie Paperboy News. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, man. Free. Avenue Angel till he's free. We up out of here. Gone.